Ladles and jelly spoons, welcome back to Badgerworks. Today, this. If you remember from the last video, my daughter has set herself a little challenge to recreate a dinosaur having nothing but the bones. And it's kind of an homage to the scientists and paleontologists of old who dug up fossils and then put things together however they saw fit, basically. So last time she made the thing and it's come out very well, and today she's going to paint it. So let's get on with it. Right, so here's yon beastie. What's it called again?
Gorgosaurus.
Gorgosaurus, okay. My daughter's back, obviously. So hello, Katie.
Hello, Katie.
Anyway, she's brought all her paints as well. I bought her a set of paints for her efforts. We're actually using these. Excuse me. Using these. Oh, hang on. Let's move that out of the way for a second. These Army Painter acrylics. So I basically bought her a big set of those. It's like 100 odd bottles in a box, and you've been getting on quite well with that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured, seeing as she could have just used my paints because we're in the workshop, but I thought no, you use your own. So there you go. And a rather mucky wet palette. So where are we going to put this? We'll have to. Yeah, well, we'll have to kind of.
Just dump it there. It's fine.
It's just not really set up for this. My wet palette's tiny because my wet palette was built to go in this space. Has it got water in it?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I've bought paintbrushes.
She's brought some of her paintbrushes, but I mean, you can use any of mine as well.
And a pen for the people.
Ah, very good. Right, go on then, child. Have at it. Did you want to put these down here somewhere where they're a bit easy to see? Where are you going to You're going to put them on your lap, okay. You should see the space she works on in the house. It's ridiculous.
Now then, I wanted to paint this thing like a lizard because it is a lizard, kind of. So I'm going to paint it in brown. And
what sort of brown? Because it's not just brown, is it? It's monster brown.
And oak brown. And
just talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
And scaly hide.
Oh, that seems quite appropriate.
Yeah.
So you've obviously given this some thought then.
Tin
Why is
foil.
there a bit of tin foil in your paint box?
I have no idea.
We'll get rid of that, shall we?
Well, kind of. I kind of wanted to make it look a bit like a Komodo dragon.
Are you putting any primer on this?
What? Yes. Forgot about that.
Well, you've got
Hello.
two choices. Either we can hit it with a rattle can, or you can use gesso like you normally do.
You can spray it.
Oh. Right, I'm just going to spray it. I'm just going to use this. Where is it? The High Coat grey primer. You've seen me use this a load of times before. So I'll give this a quick whiz up, and then once it's dry, we'll carry on. Right, so we're giving this thing a lick of primer, and I think we're ready to crack on. So have at it, child.
Oh well.
Try not to knock the paint over.
Right.
So you've got all those brushes there you can use as well, if you want to. Right, can we just slide this over slightly and slide that over slightly so people can actually see what you're doing?
So I'm going to start with this monster brown because it's the lightest brown.
Get a big blob on there, why don't you?
Shut up.
Paint it with a house brush.
Yes. And put it all over it as a little undercoat. Overcoat?
Scratch coat.
Undercoat? Overcoat? Midcoat? What?
Oh, it's a base coat, isn't it?
That as well.
You paint really weird. You know that?
I do everything really weird according to you.
But you do, look. Why do you not just, you kind of just paint it?
I am!
You're not, you're doing that.
I know.
Paint it. Oh, go on, whatever, get on with it. You end up with decent results, so. Oh, I know.
Yeah. It's quicker this way. That's just weird.
Yeah.
God, my arm hurts already.
What? Well, yeah, considering how fast you're moving the brush, I'm not surprised. It's like some speed painting contest.
Shut up.
Go on, get on with it.
I'm impatient, alright?
Yeah, I noticed that. Quite like these paints, actually.
They're mine.
I know they're yours.
Cool.
Well, technically they're mine, seeing as I paid
No,
for them,
they're
but
not.
still.
I use them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many there are in this box now. I think it's about 100 or something, isn't there?
No, it's like 98, isn't it? Well,
98.
technically there's 100 because there are two extra. There's an extra black and white.
Yeah.
Little ear holes. Oh.
This is the one I love. This because they give you some washes as well, and this one is just called Strong Tone, whatever that means.
It's pretty much just black.
You've got soft tone, dark tone, and strong tone,
And a flesh wash.
and a flesh wash. Flesh wash is always useful.
Well, the flesh wash and the soft tone are basically just the same. They're
Oh,
just
are they?
watered down brown, yeah. And then the rest of them are pretty much just watered down black. So
Yeah.
we crack in the
What?
in between the arms there.
Ah, don't worry about that.
It's fine.
Just paint over it.
Yeah. There we go. Nobody will notice. I was never there.
Well, nobody would notice if you hadn't said anything, but still.
Shut up.
Now you've stuck your fingers in the paint.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. I've gone beyond the point of caring.
13 going on 30, I know. Right, so you've done with the, what was it?
Monster
Brown. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, make sure you do the lid up. What are you going to do now?
The
You've got your finger over the thing.
oak brown. Yeah, I
Oak
know.
brown, okay.
Oak brown, a darker brown.
And what are you going to do with that?
Good question. Might do some.
This wet palette, actually, by the way, while she's doing that, is quite handy. This came from Amazon. I'll put a link in the thing. But it's got a bit in the bottom where you can put your brushes. So you've got the wet palette on the top, and then it's got all the brushes. I think those brushes didn't come with it, did they? I bought those as a different set. Did I buy those separately?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got space for like 13 brushes underneath, so it's if you're pushed for space, it's quite handy. But anyway, go on, child, get on with it. You're doing a fine job so far. You're mixing those colours together, or is that intended? Okay, carry on. Right.
Might just do it with a darker overcoat, sort of blended into the bottom.
Don't mutter when you're talking to the camera.
Oh, God. All right.
People need to be able to hear what you're saying. People are tuning in for this.
Yeah.
Your fans.
Yeah.
Probably got more fans than I have. There's probably more
No.
people tuning in to watch your videos than watch mine.
Yeah, it's gonna do the darker colour over the top and then wet blend it down into the lighter colour. A bit. Making sure the top colour still retains its darkness. Yeah. Speaking of father, I have a question.
What's that?
Why is it that animals always have darker like backs and light fronts?
That is a good question. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comments, but I think normally it's just a question of camouflage.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say, I know penguins have white fronts because if you look up at them from the water, all it's going to look like is a
Yeah,
sky.
it makes them harder to spot.
Yeah.
Because you do the same thing with military aircraft. They're painted usually quite drab colours on the top, so if you're above them looking down, they blend into the ground. And then they're painted a lighter colour underneath, so that if you're looking at them from underground, they blend into the sky. Although of course the silhouette is a bit of a giveaway, so perhaps it's not the most intelligent thing to do. Although actually, you're talking about that, there's notably some vehicles and aircraft have been painted pink. So, for example, during the Gulf War in 1991, a lot of the British aircraft were actually painted pink because that blends in with the sand better. And especially seeing as they flew a lot of their missions at dusk and dawn, the pink made them blend into the sky and to the terrain better. And indeed, during the Second World War, they had reconnaissance Spitfires that were painted pink for the same reason, because they flew at dawn and dusk. The pink helped them to.
Was it bright pink or was it just a...
No, it was like a dusky pink.
Not bright pink.
No, not bright pink. If I can find a picture, I'll put one up. You can see it. But there's well, you've seen one of them. There's one at the RAF Museum at Hendon. There's a Buccaneer that's painted pink.
Is there?
Yeah. You probably don't remember going there, do you?
Nope.
You spent the night there once.
Really?
Yeah, you remember you slept under the Sea King.
Did I? Really?
Oh, good grief, child. That's why we bought the model of the Sea King that you never built. Or was I supposed to build that for you? The helicopter? The big yellow helicopter?
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Good grief. Attention span of a goldfish.
Actually, goldfishes can have memories up to 3 months.
Yeah, I know. That whole memory of a goldfish thing is a misnomer.
There we go.
Right, that was quick. Right. She's even more impatient than me when it comes to painting things. Don't dob it at the bottom, I said. There's a
I didn't!
gunk in the bottom of that jug.
No! Cool!
Well, just get on with it. Come on, I'm getting bored now. No, I'm not the centre of attention. Never the centre of attention, am I?
Yeah.
Except when it comes to stuff needing to be paid for. And then all of a sudden it's father. Yeah. And try not to drop that on the floor because I've done that before. Anyway, right, what's next then?
Scaly hide.
Scaly hide, okay.
The green.
And you're going to do the same thing. See, this is why you just don't blob out so much paint, because look how much you've got left there. Well, sometimes you would, depending on what you're painting. If you were just painting like eyeballs or a claw or something, that's all the paint you'd need.
Cool.
Although, to be fair, these
most of the time I just pour it on top of the...
Yeah. God.
Or just squeeze a little bit out onto the paint.
I'd rather you hadn't told me that, quite frankly. But still, whatever works. There you go. You heard it here first, folks. The easiest way to paint a model is just squirt the paint out of the bottle onto it.
Or just put a little bit on the paintbrush. That works as well.
Yeah.
That gives me little stripes.
Well, why don't you do the same as you've done with the brown with that green, and then do some darker green stripes? That might be a thing. I'll see if I can find you a decent green to use.
I'll mix a bit of the brown in with the green.
Or you could mix a bit of the brown with the green, yeah.
And do a slightly lighter.
I quite like these paints actually. I might have to steal these. They might have to be mine.
Oh.
You've got lots of nice greys. That's what I like. I like that one. This is a good colour. Necromancer cloak. Any clues as to what colour that is? I'm assuming it's a dark grey.
Yes, it is.
But it's yeah, because it's like this says ash grey, uniform grey, dark stone, and then necromancer cloak. It's just like, really. What's that one? Skeleton bone.
That one's
another
a
one
greenish
like that. Mummy's
one.
robe. Yeah, well that is. It's a kind of a very light greeny brown, like an ivory colour. You can put some more paint on the thing if you want, you know.
Nah, I think that'll do.
Is that it?
Don't make it too light. I might put a bit on the thing. Here, should I?
Well, this is. Oh, this is. Oh, good grief. I've seen it all now. There's going to be way too much paint on there.
Here's some nice little green legs.
Now, bearing in mind, folks, that this is the idea of this is the fact that we're looking at scientists who had no idea what these things look like. There was actually there was a dinner party held. I can't remember where it was. Whether it was at the Natural History or was it Crystal Palace or somewhere, and they actually sat inside one of the dinosaurs. And they set a table up, and so what they did was they had the. Well, I'll see if I can find a picture of it. But they set up. They had one of the dinosaurs, and they basically cut a big lump out of its back because obviously they were hollow. They were made, I don't know if they were made of fiberglass or what they were made of. Probably fabric and paint. But they basically cut the back of it out, so you had like the head and the tail and the bottom half of the body, and they put a table in there, and they all sat inside it and had this big dinner.
Cool. Why can't I do that?
Well, I'm not sure the Natural History Museum would be too appreciative of you pitching up with a sawzall and a KFC bucket. I want to sit in a velociraptor.
You'd be able to.
You'd be escorted from the premises, I imagine.
Right, need dark green.
Well, oh.
You haven't done a very good job of choosing, have you?
Well, I said I'll find you a dark green, and you said that you were going to mix the green and the brown.
Yeah.
Where are all the greens?
They're right at the bottom down this one.
Oh, okay. Because the paints are in these trays, you see, and there's
I tried to colour code them.
There's like 8 trays,
Not
all
colour code them.
is it 6? No, there's 6 trays all stacked up. So it's What did you want? A darker green? How about how about this one? Oh, angel green.
Oh.
Angel green. That do?
Yeah.
Or did you want a different green?
No, that shouldn't do. Maybe like a slightly lighter darker green.
Slightly lighter, darker green.
Yeah, slightly lighter.
Well, this is the trouble, you see, because these greens are all a bit odd. Because what's that? That's a bluey green.
Yeah.
That's probably not dark enough. There's this army green. What about that one? Is that?
Yeah, I should do it.
There you go. You can use a mixture of the two. Now that was one of the reasons I bought these in this box, because it's easy to keep them all together. And it was one of these things that I thought about, buying them individually. And it's easy just to buy a big set. And I think, what have we replaced so far? It's only the black and the white, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously they get used more than anything. So apart from that, everything's lasted very well. So
And the grey, but that was the wyvern's fault.
Eh?
I said, and the grey, but that was the wyvern's fault.
So yeah, if anyone from Army Painters watching and you want to send us another box of paint, you know, feel free. I know I don't do sponsored content, but there's certain things I'll accept. Big tubs of paint, big boxes of paint is one of them. It's an interesting. Looks like he's wearing a surcoat. Notice you've only used one brush so far as well.
Yeah.
Do the whole thing with one brush.
Yeah.
We might have to do that. We might have to do a one brush challenge. I might do that.
Well, I've done it then.
No, I don't mean with you, because you've proved it can be done, but might have to do some kind of competition. Who can?
I mean, actually, I can't because I've still got to paint the eye and the mouth. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, you could still do it with those brushes, but you just have to. You'd have to
very
just be
difficult.
It will be very awkward.
There we
go. Right. So what's next then?
Toenails.
And what colour are they going to be?
Black.
Have you got a black there, or shall I?
Oh yeah. If you could.
You could do the necrotic cloak, necromancer's cloak. Have you used this one yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, there you go. Do a necromancer's cloak. I'll even shake it up for you. That's another nice thing with these is they have an agitator ball in them. Just mix them up. So.
Check it a little bit more.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You want to give it a good.
Where's my small paintbrush? This is too small.
What? It's way too big. You do the same thing that I do. You do what? Oh, okay. All right. You're going to put it on the brush, aren't you?
No, you can also just scrape it off of the.
God. Go on, carry on. I'll be over here in the corner, sobbing, crying to myself. Just remember to tell people what you're doing.
Yeah, alright. Paint all the little toenails, talons, or claws, or whatever you call them. Making sure not to get too much on the toes.
Well, it helps if you use a smaller brush, quite frankly, but still.
Quite you. And then also do the little finger claws. Go all the way around and keep it under the camera as well. And there we go. Done the claws. Then we're going to need pink, and purple, and pink. Where's my pink and my purple and pink? Because the thing is, I've only got one pink, and it's this one, which is actually just Warlock purple. So it's not pink at all.
Well, you do the job.
But it's the closest to pink I've got.
Ooh, glistening blood effect.
Yeah.
Why have you got? What is this? Bits of stuff stuck to the side of this bottle. Is that plasticine or something?
No, that's just clay.
Oh.
Don't ask.
Ooh, crusted. That's a good one. Look at that. Crusted saw. Oh, that one. They've got some quite imaginative names.
Ow! He's got lipstick.
What?
I mean, I don't know if it's here or not.
Probably if you're using a smaller brush, quite frankly.
Oh, I'll use a blooming smaller brush then. And it'll take me years.
Yeah. The horror.
I can't even see what I'm doing.
What? I'm going to use my glasses.
No, I'm too low down.
Oh, I see. You're, yeah. I say normally you paint with them in your lap, don't you?
Yes, I do. Oh, he's got lipstick again. It's just going to be like Tacky the T-Rex.
I'm not sure how many people have actually seen Tacky the T-Rex. That might have only been on Patreon.
Oh, what?
I might throw a picture up of Tacky the T-Rex.
I did like Tacky the T-Rex.
I should do one of those things where I say, if this video gets 1 million likes, we'll show you Tacky the T-Rex.
Yes.
I don't think it's ever going to get 1 million likes, quite frankly, but
Oh, what?
you never know, we might go viral.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I'll show you Tacky the T-Rex. That sound fair?
Yeah.
Alright, don't forget to wash out the other brush as well.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we're just putting it straight down our trousers now, are we? We've given up on the tissue.
It's fine, they're black anyway. Don't care.
Again, to be fair, you've only got that from me, because I do that.
Yeah.
That's why my jeans are all in such a state. But then I only wear them in here, so it doesn't matter. Right, what's next then? Is that chair sunk down again? Does it need to be hoiked up a bit?
It does.
I don't know if it'll actually go up and eat. That's as high as it goes, I'm afraid,
Oh,
Charles.
what? I'm too short.
What?
What?
You're hardly too short. You're nearly as tall as me. Right, what are you doing now?
Oh, I have to go around the lips again.
Get the biggest brush you can find. I've got an else brush somewhere if you want to paint it with that. Got a 3-inch brush.
Get rid of his lipstick. Oh, I assume it's him or guy.
Are you assuming it's gender?
How do you tell if a dinosaur is male or female?
I don't know actually. That's a good question. Any paleontologists in the audience? How do you tell? Probably something to do with the shape of the hips or something.
Oh, God, some of the tongue's still not pink.
Huh?
Some of the tongue's still not pink.
Missed loads of bits.
Yeah, it's fine, okay. Just have a great tongue, it's fine.
Because if something's hard to do...
No, it's not worth doing. Very dusty.
Huh?
Very dusty.
It is very dusty in here, yes.
Dust bunnies.
No, not that kind of dust. It's mainly paint dust.
No, don't use that white. Use this white. The
I
off
wasn't
white.
getting the white. I was just
Ooh.
turning it over so you could see the name.
This Mummy Rose white. Which is pretty much just a slightly not white
It's
white.
just an off-white, yeah. It's kind of not quite ivory.
I can do the little tufts in.
Typhus. Good shooting, Tex. No, wipe it off with the tissue. You get rid. Oh, you got rid of it, right? Okay.
It's fine. That bit was too dark anyway.
Yeah, apparently. Carry on, child. You're doing a fine job.
Ooh, it really does look like tacky a T-Rex. There we go. And we're going to give it some slightly more white than off-white, matte white, for its little pupils. Well, not pupils. Eyeballs. Whatever the white bit in the eye is called.
That's the white, isn't it?
Like an egg white. There we go. Shouldn't put too much of it on the rest of the head. And then black. Bit of matte black. To do the inside of the little ear holes. And little eyeball. And the nose holes.
Nostrils.
Nose holes. There we go.
You know, the funny part of it is that does look remarkably like a lot of the dinosaurs and things that you see, like these ones at dinosaur parks and things where they like made out of fiberglass and then painted with a house brush.
Oh, maybe I can go and work on one then.
Well, you probably could get a job at what is it, Nebworth or whatever it is. They've got dinosaurs there, haven't they, Nebworth? Not on whatever, carry on. I've changed that now, haven't I?
It's not close enough.
A good grief, child, it's like a foot away from you.
Well, that's not close enough. I think it's finished.
Is it done? Alright, well, let's...
Wait. No, it's not done. There's something missing. Oh, I know what's missing.
Shading? Blending? Highlights?
No,
lowlights.
no. I forgot to add a wash. What's this? Flesh wash, sure.
This is one you're just going to pour over the top, is it? So this you probably should use a slightly bigger brush for, yeah.
There we go.
That's an interesting technique, child, I have to say.
Indeed.
Actually, maybe what you could use, although you wouldn't be able to pour it over like that, but
Oh god, I don't want to.
oh. You could use this.
What the F is that?
Well, this is a wash that I made,
Oh.
so it's to avoid having to shell out for expensive washes.
Well, I've got an expensive wash, so.
I think I did a video on it once. It was an idea I got from what was it? What's the channel? Geek Gaming Service, is it? Something like that. I can't remember now. It used to be Luke's APS. I'll put a link up if I can find it. But so there you go. That's it then, is it?
Oh, I still feel like something's missing though.
What do you think's missing?
I don't know, that's the problem. That's it, I know what's missing.
Go on.
I know what it is. I know what we'll...
Wait, before you say anything, put a comment if you think you know what's missing. We'll give you 5 seconds. You can pause the video, put a comment, and then come back.
Oh, gosh.
Go on then, what's missing?
The little white bits in his eye.
Ah. Make his eyes look shiny.
From ferocious and scary to...
Slightly more anime.
Yeah.
Good. There you go. Well done.
Okay.
So that's... Oh, I see. We
Perfect.
wash that brush like that, do we? Just wipe it on a hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's finished.
Now we can wrap this up.
Now we can go and find a picture of what an actual Gorgosaurus looks like.
Yeah.
Probably not that.
Well...
Put the paints away as well now.
Alright, well you put all the paint away.
I will.
And then we'll wrap this up.
They're going everywhere. Which one goes in first? These ones. Shut the wet palette as well, it dries out really quick. That isn't in there.
Well, seems like no one else knows what it looks like either because there's about 300 different sorts on it.
Wait.
I'm pretty paints away anyway. Right, so here is our finished article. Do you know what? I've been looking and there's about 50 different pictures of what they might have looked like. So you've got a blue one and a green one and a brown one and a stripy one, and so it seems like no one else knows what they look like either. So no one can say you've done that wrong, can they?
Yeah.
So are you pleased with the outcome, child?
Mildly intent.
Oh, good. Well, I think you've done a really good job of it. I quite like that. So, did you want to make a base for it?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, yes.
Right, there might be a follow-up video to this with a base. We'll see. But I think for now we're done with. Has it got a name? Gorgeous
right.
George.
No, I might call it Gummy the Gorgosaurus.
Gummy the Gorgosaurus. So there you go. There's Gummy the Gorgosaurus.
You can go with Tacky the T-Rex.
Yeah. So yes, remember, as I said, if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I'll throw up the video of Tacky the T-Rex. It is a Patreon only thing, but I'm sure they won't mind in this particular instance. But anyway, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this little two-parter, and I'd like to take a moment to thank my top tier patrons, Amy and Anonymous Tosh, and all of my other channel members and patrons, and of course all of you lovely people for all your support. And if you want to see more things like this, then please do let us know. But in the meantime, I think we're pretty much done here, so say goodbye, Katie.
Bye, Katie.
Right, we'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.